Hey guys, welcome back. Kamina the Koach here one more again. So, guys, March 26th, I got back into the United States. Why are Americans so busy? Wow, it is crazy. So, I feel like I run from the time I wake up until almost the time, well, I did for a little bit, from the time I wake up to the time I went to sleep. And I have forced myself to have a start and a stop time. I do go to bed early, I wake up early, so I can get a lot done. Because I start early in the morning when most people are still sleeping. And then I force myself to have an actual stop time. It is just crazy. So overseas, so here's the thing. What's the difference? There's a lot of stuff that you don't have to do while you're overseas. Now you may have to take care of that stuff back home. So what am I talking about? Car insurance. Um, Unless you're in a country where you're driving. I drove in two countries. I drove in Oman and the UAE. Both of those were rental cars, so the insurance came with the car. So I didn't have to worry about that. So, what I didn't have overseas, I didn't have car insurance, a little tiny cell phone bill that was usually prepaid. I could just get it from the grocery store. When I was at the grocery store, I could get a little prepaid card, scratch off card. Um, what else? So that kind of stuff is like for internet and the phone. Really simple overseas, no problem. So the whole car issue wasn't a thing. Also, almost everywhere I've lived except for Thailand and Myanmar, I've had a place provided for me. So all that stuff that goes with having a house, I didn't have to do any of that either. I haven't cleaned for myself in a very, very long while. My place in Myanmar, the people came 2 times a week. And as needed, I could call them when I needed. And I did do laundry there, but in Saudi Arabia, I didn't even do laundry. I sent my laundry out to be so cheap. And they also came and cleaned my place there. So I guess at least 3 years I haven't cleaned. So cleaning, laundry, pesticide, worrying about pests, worrying about your yard. Just had to have my yard done again today. Um, I had to put poison on the lawn for fire ants, and I did get my oil changed, and what else? I get my brakes adjusted, and I was on the phone for 3 hours with an internet provider. 3 hours. So anyway, so Americans are perpetually so busy, but why do Americans allow themselves to stay in that space? Why do so it's like so people are always like, oh, I'm so busy, but I think that it's a double-edged sword. I think they kind of like it for the same reason that people don't like to be in a quiet house. People need to turn on a TV and they need to turn on a radio. So the way it sounds in my house right now is the way it sounds in here all the time. I can hear the birds and I can hear the kids playing. I can hear the wind. I can hear the trees rustling. I don't mind being with myself and my thoughts. So, just my best guess, the more developed the country, the more a lot of times, well, at least for this country anyways, a lot higher our mental health issues are. Very, very stressed, emotionally fatigued, lonely and sad. So to not think about these things, Americans are just filling their lives with stuff. And when they've run out of things that they could possibly do, then they numb all that stuff with alcohol or food or drugs. Just my best guess. I hope It is my greatest hope that I am able to maintain what I've learned, the lifestyle that have acquired from living overseas, my peace of mind, um, while living in the United States while surrounded by chaos. Um, we'll see. People have been losing their minds. So this is being recorded May 14th, 2020, in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic. And people are losing their minds about staying home. And because, I don't know. And for me, it just wasn't that big of a deal. It was just kind of everyday life in Asia for me. Um, yeah. So I appreciate so I forced myself initially. I was running, running, running. I forced myself. And of course, by the end of the day, I still have things I need to get done. I make a list, I prioritize, I get the things that I absolutely must get done first so that they get done. I get all those things done first. And then whatever is left, whatever the residual is that's left, it just has to wait until the next day. And no one's going to die if it has to wait until the next day. But at a certain time, I shut down. Even if I'm not working, I have to shut down and I have to have some me time. When I'm working with a client, I know for sure my last 4 clients that what I asked them, one of their homework assignments was to date themselves every day to make 5 or 10, at least 5 or 10 minutes. I chunk off several hours for myself. It's about your sanity. It's about loving yourself. And I'm telling you, if you don't believe me, go check out some TED Talks on the cost that maintaining that busy lifestyle is having on your mental, physical, and emotional health. So it's definitely not for me, but for you, well, it's for the collective. Taking care of you just puts that good, positive energy out into the universe for us all to share. So that's just my 2 cents. It's the first emotions video I've done since I've been back in the United States. I'd been struggling trying to get in that Zen kind of space where I could fix my face to speak on any kind of emotional or spiritual topics. I feel great, honestly, in the midst of a really rough situation. I've had to reestablish my entire life. And I feel great, honestly. I hope that you are doing the absolute best that you possibly can. I hope that even if you're feeling stressed, that you're able to feel peace in the midst of all of this. So, sending you love, light, peace, and joy. Kamina the Koach. We'll see you next time.